Hey guys, and welcome to another video. This time we're taking on the November version of the Dimensional Predator. So basically guys, here you should use this team. Even though the boss is water elemental this time, Birdie Hall is incredibly useful, and there's a particular thing about this boss. He will revenge every set number of your attacks, and also he has the left tower that boosts the attack bar of the boss, so you should have that tower under control. Now, during the first wave, I highly recommend you to take out the Aegis. However, your amputation magic will most likely take care of the full wave, almost of the full wave, so you will have time to replenish your skills before the skull throws the rock. So this first phase is very easy. And guys, always try to have your skills full before the next wave, because you will need them. Now remember that the team up attacks do almost nothing to this boss, so your crow here will be very useful because of his defense rake, and also because of the high amount of damage he does on his third skill, which also brands, but not because of the team up attack against the mid boss and the final boss. Here guys, the left one, the gray one, will deal more damage when his HP is lower, so I highly recommend you to attack the right one before, because that guy will gain defense as his HP is lower. So you should kill these two guys with one amputation magic, because you should kill them both at the same time. So I will highly recommend you to start working on the right one, the blue one, and leave the gray one for later, okay? And once they are both under the range of your amputation magic, you use that skill on your illusion. However, remember that if those guys were to perform the combination attack, then that attack will stun your whole party, so you should have immunity up for that moment, if that were to happen. However, in my case, it did not happen. And guys, I cleared this stage on my second try, and this is actually my second try. So here I buffed because I know I can lower the HP of the left boss in time for my illusion to deal the amputation magic kill, So I didn't have to buff immunity because of that combination attack that is about to happen, because now we can kill it, and I had to be very careful not to kill one of them by accident. So this is the most difficult wave, in my opinion, and you have to control the high elementals there. So I try to control the attack bar of that elemental because I don't have immunity up yet. So if I had immunity up, this will be a piece of cake. But since I don't, I have to control the attack bars. And I was lucky enough to team up with my Lauren in order to reduce the attack bar of the Barad there, because things could happen really bad. So guys, if you can save your immunity for this phase, then great, you will have much more chances of clearing it safely. But since I already showed you my runes, I highly recommend violent runes here. Even though the boss revenges when you take so many turns, every monster has tons of value on its skills here. So violent runes are very good, especially for this wave. And now the boss will be a different thing. I also will recommend you using wheel runes if you can, because the wheel runes here will help you a lot against the first attack that the boss will do, which is the endless pain attack. Will give you dots that are permanent unless you cleanse them. So now we have to buff, we have to heal because we are on very low health. And remember, you should control the left tower there, the left minion, because that thing will give a turn to the boss, and we don't want the boss to take more turns than it usually takes. So you should try to attack break the boss, and you may attack break the right tower as well, because that right tower will strip and deal damage to you. But your main concern is for the left tower not to take a turn, and for the boss to be attack broken as much as possible, and for you to cleanse the endless pain dots. So, and of course, when you go into the phase where you fight against your clones, there, guys, you should try to time the clear of that wave with your immunity buff from your front, because you highly need to have immunity before the second phase starts. That will be huge, guys, and that's what makes or breaks this run. Once you're here, the most chances of you losing are because you don't have the immunity at the start of the second wave. So here we are in the clone phase, and we should be able to take out our monsters easily because we have defense break and we have Birdie dealing tons of damage, we have Crow dealing tons of damage, so that should not be a problem. But we have to remember to cleanse all the endless pain dots that we still have, and we need to save the immunity for the last attack of this wave, because we want to have the immunity up once we start the second wave. Okay, here we are in the second wave against the boss, and now, well, we should defense break in order to have the applied defense break and improve the damage we deal with our other monsters. And we try to control the left wave. And since we have attack buff, there's no reason to save our strongest attacks. So we use amputation magic and we use Scar. We do as much damage as we can, and we really have to make use of the opportunities we have. Also, if your Lauren gets to proc, then slow the right tower as well, because that damage may prove to be very harmful for you. So if you have the chance of proccing with your Lauren and you already slowed down and reduce the attack bar of the left tower, then go for the right tower or the right minion. See, there I got the proc and I went for it. And we gotta get rid of that. We gotta finish this phase, and now we gotta reduce our cooldowns and be ready for the last phase. And the last phase is very similar to what all the dimensional predators are. You know, they will get a counter of 2 turns on one of your monsters, and that monster will die when the count finishes. So remember, you should drop all your guns with that monster, because it will die and there's no way to prevent it. And here I made a mistake. I cleared it too fast, so I did not have time to buff my immunity here. I was lucky that I procced, and now I can heal. But I really needed another proc there from my friend. And well, it doesn't matter because we will be able to clear this anyway. But it will be great if we enter this phase with our attack buff already up. And you see there we have the counter. Now we have the attack buff. And here we go. You know that the boss is very squishy this phase, so you have to control the left tower in order for the boss not to take many turns, because he deals tons of damage, but he's very squishy, so you see how much damage our Crow does. So this is over. If you're lucky enough to land the defense break fast enough and land one attack with Crow, then you're done. And there we are. So guys, remember, phase 2, you have to enter with immunity. It's mandatory, because that phase the boss will absorb. He's like a half-ass, you know. He's stealing your HP every turn you take. So if you have dots on top of that, then your team will die. So remember, That's the most important thing. And this is the rune that you should take, guys. Hands down, this is the only rune that's completely worth it here. Because it has speed and has no wasted stat, you know? And well, the rewards here are amazing. Look what I got. Guys, I hope this was useful for you. Leave a comment if you need any help, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.